In my 2019 survey, forecasting has become the top issue that suppliers have got concerns with. Now, the code is quite specifically talking about compensation for forecasting errors. But actually, when people talk to me about it, it's usually about incurring significant costs because of changes or errors in the retailer's forecast. In reality, I often say to suppliers, don't expect the retailers to get their checkbook out if forecasts are wrong. What I think is the most obvious thing to do is to raise it very quickly and see if they can help you by moving more stock through, by doing a promotion, or trying to sort out any issues that you've got. Now, the code also says that compensation is due unless the retailer has put together the forecast with due care. I've made it very clear to retailers that they can't hide behind one of the provisions of the code, which actually says that they can put into their supply agreement that they will not compensate for inaccurate forecasting, on the basis that I'm sure there will always be times when some form of compensation or activity by the retailer is due. Now, I have done a best practice statement on forecasting that I strongly suggest that you study if you're having issues. But the main thing is to say to the retailers that a forecast cannot be put together with due care unless it has been in collaboration with the supplier. Clearly, if you and the retailer work together on a promotion and you both expect it to have much bigger volumes than actually transpires, then the fault is not entirely with the retailer, but I would expect them to work with you to see if something can be done. Forecasting is something that will never be perfect, but I can assure you that every retailer has demonstrated to me that they are working to improve forecasting, putting in new systems, and making sure that they are working closer with suppliers, particularly on promotions where this normally comes up. So if you've got some issues with forecasting, I strongly recommend that you discuss them with the retailer, and particularly with reference to the best practice statement, which you will find on my website.